Good afternoon. This is Solent Sports News. It's 3 o'clock and I'm Marcus Brown. Michael Carrick has taken over as interim head coach for Manchester United. At their Champions League conference, Carrick stated that he will be interim for however long Manchester believe it to be necessary. Carrick was the assistant manager to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer during his 3 years at the club. The England international admits that the style of play will not change massively in the near future.
I've worked closely with Ollie for a long time now, and we do have very similar beliefs. We did as players, we certainly do as coach and manager. Yes, of course, I've got my own personality and I'm very clear in my own mind what we want to do, how we want to play, how we want to go about it, and looking forward to seeing that on the pitch.
Harry Maguire has said that the players take full responsibility for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer leaving Manchester United as head coach. After a run of 5 losses in their past 7 games, players like Maguire and Bruno Fernandes have spoken out on how player performances needed to improve before all else. The United captain said that Ole gave them a farewell speech before leaving the training field for the last time.
He wished us well. He said he'll be supporting us. He said we need to get back on track, get focused for the game against Villarreal now and make sure we go into it with a positive mindset. And one thing that he did say is that he'll be supporting us and wanting us to win every game of football, which is obviously shows the values of the man.
Gareth Southgate has insisted he hasn't been tempted by any recent openings in the Premier League, as he signed a new contract with the England's men national team. The contract keeps him as manager until the end of 2024. With both the World Cup and Euro 24 championships within his contract, Southgate hopes to be the man to win England's first title since 1966.
When you've got a team who are a good team, where you've done a lot of the work culturally to get them to where you want to be, you want to bring that to fruition and you want to have a go. We've only ever won one World Cup. To step away at a moment where we still think the next few years can be very exciting would have been difficult to live with.
The F1 Championship hangs in the balance, with both Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen racing for the title with only 2 races left and 8 points between them. Mercedes have turned up the heat with a blisteringly fast car in recent weeks. We asked people who they felt would be the eventual winner for this year's title.
I think Hamilton will win the championship because he has a brand new engine since Brazil, which he hasn't used for Qatar.
I think Max will win the championship because despite the amount of uncontrollable instances where Max has lost many points and not finished races, he still has more wins this season than Hamilton does.
I think Lewis Hamilton will win the world champion because he has a newer engine, and when compared to Max Verstappen, he has less damage on his powertrain.
So I think Max will win the Drivers' Championship because this season he has proven to be the better driver, and despite Hamilton and Max being so close and Hamilton being very quick in the last 2 races, I think that the last race is coming down to sheer talent over equipment.
Stoneham weathered the storm and fought valiantly in their 1-0 win over fellow promotion hopefuls Winbourne. Their victory was all the sweeter as for the over the match an outfield player had to play as the goalkeeper due to an injury to the starting goalkeeper. The keeper was caught with a late tackle which left him injured. Jan Blazicek, a midfielder for Stoneham, recalled the goalkeeper incident.
I feel like goalkeepers should be much more protected in these kind of situations because it was very dangerous from their attacking player, and I'm glad that he received a yellow card for such a tackle.
Rugby now, and with England's test wins over Tonga, Australia and the world champion South Africa, the upcoming Six Nations tournament in the new year brings new hope for more success for the team, as well as the Rugby World Cup in 2 years' time. Wales also came through their test matches with success, most notably in a close contest between Australia 29-28.
I think it's a really good mix, but we're going to have to keep working hard because, people haven't seen the best of this team yet, and that's a great thing. We want to find out how good we can be.
Chinese tennis star Peng Shuai still continues to raise doubts over her well-being. Peng disappeared from the public eye for just under 3 weeks after raising sexual assault allegations against a senior Chinese minister. The Women's Tennis Association still believe her well-being hasn't been confirmed after a video call with the International Olympics Committee. That's all from us now. I'll be back in an hour.